I saw these pants online and I was like, I wonder if I can recreate them. So I pulled out McCall's 7198 and started hacking the pattern, and I'll show you what I did. But I have the pants on and I'll show you how they look. Here is the final look of the pants. Here's how they look in the back. I just pulled them off the machine, so I actually need to go through and snip all the threads, but I really like them. I did not hem them yet, so they're really long right now, but I need to go back in and hem them. But I was so excited when I pulled them off the machine because they kind of mimicked the image that I had in, that I was trying to go by. So I was like, oh, I really like them. And they are comfortable. They are a little loose. So I could go in and add some elastic, but for the most part, I'm really happy with the way that they turned out. So what I did was I took the front and back pants legs from this pattern, and then I measured down 4 inches. So this is a small, little image of the real big pattern, but I measured down 4 inches from the waistline on the front and the back, and then I drew like a curved line around, and then I separated. I cut on the curved line, cut everything out, and I ended up using this top portion as my waistband, and then this lower portion was what the waistband was then attached back to. But before I attached the waistband back to the bottom of the pants, I slit the legs open and spread this apart and taped everything down. I did all this on the front and the back. I taped everything down, and then that way I could gather this portion up to fit into the waistband here at the top. And I ended up using the same waistband for the front and the back pieces. So I put the waistband on the fold and I cut out 4 pieces. Here it is on the fold, so I cut out 4 of these, and then when I opened them up, I put 2 and 2 together, and then I stitched down the side seams. Once I had 2 whole pieces, I stuck 1 piece inside of the other piece, and then I stitched around the top opening edge, and then I made the waistband, and then I was able to take that waistband and then attach it to the bottom of the pants. I decided to make a matching bodysuit, and I didn't have a gray bodysuit, so I'm so happy to have this because I can wear it with other things. And I use a simplicity pattern. It's a pattern I go to all the time when I want to make a bodysuit. And I think the 2 together kind of look like a jumpsuit. So I love that because I am a huge fan of jumpsuits. I did not add elastic to the back, but what I did do is make a dart, and then that brought the waistband in. So it fits much better now. But yeah, here's the final look with the matching top. Here are the pants close up. I love them so much. And the whole outfit is very comfortable. And I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this outfit. You have your key? Okay. Thank you. Oh, I love the palm trees. They are just so pretty. It's about 1 o'clock and I have not eaten yet. So we're going to have some Mexican food, which is always a hit with me. I love it.
There you go. Super will be right with you.
Thank you. So we were going to Target, but instead we're at CVS. Hi, thank you. Just picking up a few items. A toothbrush cover, and what was the other thing? Oh, some deodorant. Are you sure they even have them here?
Yeah, this is what I want right here. You don't need 4.
They look like little trash cans. That's kind of cute though. We went looking for deodorant. It's right here. Now we need to get someone to unlock it.
Customer service needed in aisle 18. Customer service needed in aisle 18.
That's us. That would be me too. Oh, for real? I was tangled up that time. That tripod was holding me back.
Oh, we should put that on the back seat.
Yeah, we probably should have.
Like, where is she?
Taking a long time. I'm just looking for a battery for my GoPro, but I think it's in the camera section, right?
There's a whole section for
Okay. Thank you. So when we left the Mexican restaurant, I went home and tried my GoPro, plugged it in, and nothing happened. So I'm going to see if I get a new battery, if that will fix the issue, because I can't imagine what else could be wrong. It was just working, so maybe it is the battery. Yes, I just need a battery for a GoPro. So the guy was looking and looking, and they absolutely did not have the size battery that I need. So you already know, thank you, baby. What I'm going to do is order it on Amazon as soon as I get home. My husband was like, can you see if they have it in another store? And I was like, no, it's okay. They did check, and the other store they had it in was much farther away from us.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out.
So I ended up ordering the GoPro batteries on my phone, because at first I was like, I'll just order them when I get home, but I realized I can just order on my phone. So I did that, and then later on in the evening we went back out, which I showed you guys. We went to an event that we were actually invited to, and it was really cool. The only thing about the event was that it was pretty chilly, but they had those heaters, and so that helped a lot. I stood by the heaters as much as I could so that I could stay warm. And my GoPro battery, well, there are two. The GoPro batteries that I ordered are supposed to be delivered today. So I can't wait to try them out just to see if that's what the issue is. Because I don't know why else it would just stop working like that. So yesterday, my husband and I went to the movies. Normally when I go to the movies, I'm okay with just popcorn. But for some reason yesterday, I really wanted some Raisinets. So I told my husband that I wanted to stop by a couple stores first to see if I can find some Raisinets so I wouldn't have to buy them from the movies. So we stopped at 7-Eleven, walked all up and down the aisles, the candy aisle, and they did not have any Raisinets. So then we went to Target because Target was pretty much in the same parking lot. So I was like, okay, let's stop in Target. So am I doing this right? Hold on. So my husband and I put together a puzzle, and it needs more of a solid backing. So I am just going to glue it to cardboard. And I'm using my sewing mat just as protection. So I think I'm going to glue the back, and then I'm going to put the cardboard on top, and then once it's dry I can flip it over and then we can cut it. So we went to Target, and I was looking all up and down the aisles in Target. I was so sure that they would have Raisinets, and they didn't have them either. So I was like, oh man. So anyway, we went to the movies, and I just got the Raisinets at the movies. So that was cool. The other thing that I did is I finished a book. I was reading this book called Call Me Tuesday. And it is based on a true story, which I like. I love watching documentaries, and I love reading books based on true stories. And I love learning things. And I was telling my mom about the book, so she ordered it. And she finished it before I did. So she let me know she finished the book, and then she told me to let her know when I'm finished so that we can discuss the book. So I still need to do that. I finished yesterday, but I haven't let her know yet. So I'll probably just call her today, and then we could talk about the book. I am getting glue all over my mat because I think I put a little too much. Let me use this thing. I can wipe this off. Yeah, I put too much glue. And this is puzzle glue. And I asked my husband if he thought this puzzle glue was going to be too light for this cardboard. And he didn't think that it would be. He thought it would be okay. So we're just going to see. It's not a big deal because if it doesn't stick, I can just put a heavier glue. One thing I learned with the book that I just read is about sanitary belts. And it was so eye-opening because I didn't know this, but back in the day when women would come on their menstrual cycle, they would take pads or either a cloth, and they would attach it to a belt. And then they would wear the belt close to their bodies, and that would keep the pad or the cloth up and keep the pad or the cloth up close to their body as they're wearing it on their cycle. And they were called sanitary belts. And I was like, what? I never knew that that was a thing. So I was reading about it, and it was saying that some people would clamp the pad to the belt with hooks or safety pins, all type of different things that they will use to attach the pad or the cloth to the belt so that they can wear the belt with the pad or the cloth attached. And then when sanitary napkins finally became adhesive backed, the belts became obsolete. And from what I read, the adhesive backed napkins came out like in the 69, 70s. I was like, what? I could not believe that. So I'm really interested in talking to my mom about that. I want to see if she had any experience or you knew anybody that knew about the belts or if she even knew about them. So yeah, I can't wait to talk to her about that. So this is not, is it? I guess. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe I could put a weight on it. Because I feel like this is not, oh, maybe it's sticking. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, I know, I could put, let me go get it. I could get my weights, you know, from when I'm sewing. Okay, so I can use these heavy weights and just kind of put them down on the board and hopefully it will stick. Okay, I'll just leave this for a while. Let's see how that turns out.